go. We got a high energy means high income. High energy, high income, high energy, high income, high energy always means high income. Hello, hello, hello. Who is ready to take action daily? We are moving forward daily to create that lifestyle of our truest desires. My name is Janae Marie, and I am here to share with you my amazing Successfully Social daily guide to finally enhance your life, enhance your clarity, access that clarity daily, moving forward. And within this event, once you are done watching this live masterpiece, I have created some goodness and I will share how you can access that goodness because I am building a website from scratch all while launching this mastermind with a awesome special going into 2020 and beyond. And of course, I will tell you from the beginning that this is a free masterclass, workshop, work it baby, but you will have the option to take action and learn and grow and expand your mind with me on the Launch Your Movement Masterpiece, along with the choice to join me for the live exclusive 12 steps to success, identifying those limiting beliefs, clearing them out, and ultimately finding your true confidence, designing that lifestyle within. And I will give you a sneak peek on what that is going to be all about. So, we're not going to do too much screen sharing because this week I'm going to be working on an incredible workbook that is going to be going with the masterclass. And I have been taking a lot of action. And before I go into anything, why you should listen to me, Janae Marie, I have studied this intensely now for almost 3 years. I was fortunate enough to have an opportunity to work with other masters that are way more inspired by this way of living. And I am so proud to say that they shared their clarity guidance with me. And when giving that access and taking inspired action and getting excited about my day, because I was stuck, I was feeling like I wasn't my best self. Has any of you ever felt like you weren't in your comfort of your own skin? I feel like more and more each day I run into other women, and I'm sure there's men out there. And on a side note, how clear does this screen look? I will say that I have upgraded to a Logitech, I think that's how you say it, webcam, and I'm loving this look. So as I began this mentorship, I had no idea what it was going to be, but it brought me into a world of law of attraction. And yes, law of attraction, I believe in a lot that it has to share. There's manifesting, there's Abraham Hicks, there's just belief in taking action. So what I have found in my journey, because I feel that everyone takes action with the law of attraction in different ways. And for a long time, it started off with the movie The Secret, and there were so many secrets within that movie that weren't revealed. And more that we go into this world, we are finding that there were a lot of concepts that were not inclusive in that movie. Like it was like what you think about, you bring about, and you're attracting all this bad surroundings, and it's all your fault type of content. And it really can change just like that. But you have to start with a guide, a roadmap. So that's why I created a 30-day roadmap for your ultimate success. And I call it your successfully solution to finding your access to your clarity, your access to your confidence within. And I'm going to share with you my startup, my rituals that have really truly, so get your notebooks out. Let's turn off all distractions and just join me for the next 30 minutes, because after this, if you really want to dive deeper, I have a 40-minute freebie created for you. And I was charging for this for a long time. I was charging, but I am feeling like 2020 and beyond is coming. And one day, baby, one day, in less than 24 hours, we're going to be counting down. So I want you to go into the new year feeling like you have a plan, feeling like that there's more to, whether you're in a home business atmosphere or you are just living life and you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like life has really hit you hard in the last couple of months, in the last couple of years. I can say that life has hit me hard, but one of my favorite statements that I have created on my own throughout life hitting me hard over the past year is, the way you show up in life is the way that life will show up for you. And prior to that, I was feeling very stuck. I was feeling like life, I didn't have a passion, I didn't have a purpose, and I wasn't living a life that I was proud to share. I didn't, drama fulfilled me. I liked those things. And now drama is the least of my priority. If anything, I avoid it like the plague. So if you want to avoid drama like the plague, if you want to attract your tribe with that vibe that you have inside each and every day, that brings those good people your way, that brings that abundant way of thinking, that mindset shift that it truly takes to activate and ignite your light so that you could spread awareness and shine the darkness, brightening it up so that more people come your way, the right people, because your story matters. Your past trauma is a future triumph once you realize that anything living in your past and you taking that time to focus on it is you falling into depression. And I'm not saying that depression isn't real. I'm not saying clinically depressed. I'm diagnosed depression, PTSD, anxiety, and for a long time I allowed those diagnoses to define me. And prior to those diagnoses, I allowed my situation to define me, my circumstance. I was a victim of my circumstance. Poor me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why did I deserve this? Why? And instead of becoming a victim of my circumstance, instead of allowing my life to continue on that way, something magical happened. I was introduced into this world that helped me find miracles every day. They're not that hard to find. And currently, my surroundings is chaos. And I want to encourage you to take this month, because I'm going to be doing it right along with you. This is going to be a clarity challenge. This is going to be a mindset mastery. We're gonna do some tapping into abundance. We're going to learn some of those rituals. I don't know if you watch Gabrielle Bernstein, but we're going to do some money mindset. We're going to really dive deep into what has been preventing you from reaching your ultimate lifestyle, because I, Janae Marie, created Successfully Social Movements so that you realize that you do have control, mind, body, and soul to move the life of your true desires. And my son is living proof status of that. Come on over and say hi. We are here because even this boy, if this boy can sit here and do affirmations and share his gratitude and tell people what he's excited about. Do you want to say some affirmations? Or are you going to be shy? So Joey and I, we do have a child's affirmations class that we made together, and he does share the gratitude train, and we have fun. And I want to encourage you, if you do have children or you have people in your life, as you learn these rituals, to share it, because the more you share it, the more that you share what you learn, the more that you're going to attract it your way. Look how awesome the camera looks.
Most definitely. She knows exactly what she's talking about, you guys. She's a great person.
And I attracted her into my life because the way you show up in life is the way life shows up for you. And I truly believe that. I want you to start this class knowing that if you show up strong, if you know that you're powerful, if you have belief and you take action daily on these little things, you really will see a difference
Exactly.
immediately. So we're gonna start with what I started with. So I jumped into this masterclass. These are all rituals that people like Tony Robbins have a part in. Amber Renee, she did a lot of studying in it. I worked with the GoPro program, and we started with our now moments. So right now, in your now moment, how are you feeling? We have to give yourself an emotion on a scale of 1 through 10. 1 meaning you feel as little as possible. That emotion needs to go. And a 10, you are feeling like a 10. You are feeling your best self. And the goal is always to get to that best self. If you're going to have that on, baby. So to get to your best self, there is a way. You can't go from mad to bliss. It's impossible. But there is like it's like, how do I describe it? It's almost, so say I'm sad today and then I want to go up a level. So if you can get up a level or maybe 3, so we go to sad, we go to content, we go to feeling a little grateful, and we can end our day that way. We can journal about it, we can write it down, we can remove what happened to you that day and figure out what triggered that feeling. And one of my favorite clearing rituals, so say you get cut off, say something happens to you where somebody crashes into your car and takes off, hit and run, say your fiance crashes your car that your father gave you, and you want to kill, you want to scream, you want to shout, and maybe you do. So this happened to me. These things happened to me. And previously, when, and believe me, I was upset and I did allow myself to get angry, I allowed myself to get upset, but I was, because of these courses and because of these rituals, I was able to get myself back into happy, back into feeling like, okay, I can figure this out. And that is what is important. And when you can get into joy and bliss, whether you want to call it manifestation, whether you want to call it the law of attraction, or whether you want to call it life happening in your favor, it is all what you believe. God, our universe, I believe in all of it, because if you believe in nothing, what do you have to live for? So as I started to learn how to rate my emotions and how to boost my emotions, I always like to boost my emotions. So when you can learn to do that and not stay in one place and not stay in depressed, not stay in that bed all day, not get into a place that isn't serving you, you are going to find yourself truly having a better lifestyle. And I like to say, you can create and design the lifestyle of your truest desires, because I have I have won cruises. I have had the chance to meet individuals that I could just dream about meeting. And I have been able to create a vision so much bigger than myself that I'm already there. And it's just the daily routines, the daily rituals that continue to help me and guide me, my roadmap to success. So, step one to your success guide today is waking up with gratitude, as simple as it sounds. And for me, I don't have to practice gratitude anymore. But when I started, I did. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, was I being grateful? Was I being grateful for my bed that's a hot mess with clothes all over it, but I have a bed to sleep in. It's warm, it's cozy. Was I being grateful for the dishes in the sink, even though they're in the sink and they're messy? And and instead of being glad that I have food to eat, instead of being glad that I have a home over my head, are we bitching and complaining that we got a mess in our sink? So these are little things that you could reprogram and reframe. So when you catch yourself yelling at your kids, or you catch yourself at your husband about cleaning the house, remember you have a house. Remember you have blankets. You have a place to take a warm shower, and reprogram and say, I am so grateful that I have these messy dishes for myself to wash. And it sounds so silly, but just try it. We're going to start with writing down 10 things that you find yourself saying that is somewhat negative, whether it be yelling at your husband, yelling at your kids, negative self-talk, like you're telling yourself you're not pretty, you don't like your hair, oh I'm fat. How many times have you said that today to yourself? Oh, do I look fat? Oh, do I oh I don't like the way I look? Because I used to say that to myself all the time. And I know that there are so many women and men out there that are even afraid to take off their own shirt in front of their loved ones because they're not comfortable in their skin. And there is ways to get into the best shape of your life, but before you get there, you have to love that body that you have. So another ritual that I will share with you, as you are doing that negative self-talk and you're reframing and reprogramming those things that you're saying, if it is about your own self, your own body, I want you to really say, okay, my arms, maybe they're not in the best shape right now, but they give hugs and love to my family, to my children, and I am so grateful for that. I am so appreciative that I can hug my family. If you're maybe you want a booty to shake like Beyonce and it's just not there yet, but that booty is giving you cushion when you're sitting at work and you have something to stand on every day, two legs. And there are people out there that don't. And those people that you may find in your life that maybe have those traumas that they turned into triumphs. How many people do we see with prosthetics that are winning Olympics? You know what they did? They found the gratitude for still being alive. So these little rituals will expand your mind because it's 80% mindset, and 20% action. So you could be taking action every day. You could be reaching out to people. You could be doing things, you can be working your butt off, and you will not have the money that you desire, the love life that you want, or anything that you truly need, that or that you feel that you need, unless you are grateful for where you are right now. So I want you to just take a moment in this space and just figure out some of those things that you know that you are ultimately so grateful for. And when, if you need to write them down, that's fine. And when you wake up every morning, before you interact, before you touch that phone, before you speak to a soul, I want you to take 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and just feel the emotion of gratitude. And Tony Robbins helped me get into this ritual really easy by going into three awesome events that have happened into your life that just gave you that, like, when you want to laugh and cry all at the same time type of emotion. So I will share my three with you to give you an example of how it helped me get into instant gratitude as soon as I woke up in the morning. So my first emotion that helped me go to grateful without touching my phone, without speaking to a soul, was the moment that they put my son in from my body, from all that pain, from all that chaos, from all that, oh my gosh, is this going to ever be over? And then he was right here, and I swear to you, I was laughing, I was crying, I didn't know what to do with myself, and I go to that emotion, I bring myself back to that moment, and I spend about a minute there, and I just am so grateful for that, because becoming a mom is another factor that changed my life, that made me realize that I had to change that. And if you don't like that word change, because change can scare a lot of people, I like to use the word transform, because transformation is beautiful. I believe it's beautiful. If you believe it's beautiful, let me know. So that's my number one emotion. I go there every day. Number two emotion is the day that I graduated nursing school. And it was crazy because I have a last name that starts with a W. Although I share Janae Marie, my last name is Wilson. And I graduated nursing school and I was going to have to be last. Having a last name with a W, you're always last. And for some reason, they flipped it and I was first down that aisle. My mom, my dad, my brother, my grandmother's last year of 96 years on this planet Earth, all of my closest girlfriends were there, and my best friend was there to pin me as I graduated. And I bring myself into, I was the leader of the pack, and I felt so incredible because it was such a journey. It was something that I paid for to get myself through that program. It was something that I didn't know that I was capable of doing. I had so much negative self talk, so much disbelief, but something inside me pushed me every day. Something inside me knew that I needed to do it. And that moment is something that gave me that tear, but that happy emotion all at once. And I go into instant gratification. And I remember afterwards, like we had the dinner, it was just an incredible experience, an incredible night. And it's very easy when you think of these things to get grateful. So if you're having a hard time being grateful for where you are now, these are little tips and tricks to use, and then before you know it, you're just going to automatically be grateful. You're not going to practice being grateful. Gratitude, happiness is going to come easy. And my number three grateful emotion and feeling is the moment I found a solution that actually worked and helped me find my true passion in life. I stepped on stage only 6 months into an industry that I knew nothing about. And stepping into that industry, I was gifted a trip to the PGA Resort. I was gifted a leadership award. I was gifted so many awesome, so many awesome experiences by just wanting to lose weight. And it showed me what people are made of, what women, what lady leaders are made of, what men and individuals are made of. It introduced me into a world that has completely changed my life. And that moment that I walked on stage, because I'm someone that is very much of an introvert, I'm someone that is very much, I used to shake like a leaf at the thought of being in front of people. But now I am going to be jumping on stage, sharing my story. I'm going to be in high schools all over the globe, sharing with other young women their power to stay away from abusive relationships, their power to find their confidence young, their power to say no, their power to know that they're better than being yelled at, they're better than being mistreated, because I didn't know that. I didn't have that power. I lost it very young, and it took me a long time to be the powerful creator that I am today. And I want to help anyone that wants that power, that wants that leadership, that wants to find their confidence again, or maybe you never have had it. And these are little things. So that is ritual number one, baby, is just grateful, grateful, gratitude, gratitude, and removing and reframing. So I could go into a number two as you write down those negative things that you are going out into life and you are saying in your head, you are saying to other individuals. And I want you to seriously take the time to say, hey, I'm literally saying all of this negative stuff every day, and I want you to reframe it. So, for example, I hate where I live. I hate I hate all of the people in my life. I am so grateful to have a home. I am so grateful to have hot water. I am so grateful to have a car. I am so grateful to have legs to walk. I am so grateful, grateful, grateful. Reframe the negative, reframe and reprogram, because those two, if you do nothing else out of this 30-day roadmap that we are going to take together, those two are going to transform your life in a major way. So, moving on, we have, you may or may not have heard of something called affirmations, because I'll be real, I affirm, I declare, I am an affirmation mama. But before, I had no idea what an affirmation was. And an affirmation is simply affirming that whether or not you're there yet, you feel that you are. And every affirmation that I believe is powerful is something that you truly feel and see yourself being. So, affirmations that I do daily, and it's really important when you're getting started to get yourself in front of the mirror. So right now I'm in front of this camera, so I can affirm to myself as I'm doing this video with you, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I love myself, I am an incredible mom, I am so fortunate, I am making an impact, I am changing lives, I am successfully social, I am so happy and grateful for everything that I have been through, because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be here today to share these rituals. So I want you to come up with 10 to 20 affirmations that you could stand in front of that camera or stand in front of that mirror. I want you to get in front of that mirror every morning, and I want you to say those affirmations. My son and I do them. He we used to do them a lot before school. I am powerful, I am smart, I am handsome, I am beautiful. We would do them together, and we'd make it fun, we'd make it a game. And if you are someone as myself that's doing marketing, that is sharing a solution such as I'm sharing in this event, you can share it in your stories and empower other people on what helps boost your mood, because that is number four. So when you're doing these affirmations, say you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you forgot to do your gratitude express, you forgot to affirm, you forgot to feel that self-love. When you start those affirmations, you could go from feeling sad, feeling mad, to feeling happy, to feeling content, to feeling empowered, just like that. So it's all a scale that you want to be very conscious of, because our subconscious mind is something that we are not always conscious of. Our subconscious mind is 80 to 90% of our mental thinking. And that's why it's so powerful to wake up in the morning, move that body, and inspire your own self before you can ever inspire anyone else. And how a statement that has helped me greatly is, you must love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how the heck are you ever expecting to love anyone else. So we got to get into self love. Self love is an incredible ritual that takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of glory, and I am proud of you if you are taking the time to even write this down and want to be in self love, want to learn how to do these things, because it will change your life and it will change the lives of people that you meet every single day. I meet women every day that are either in domestic relationships or they are down in maybe a drug abusive situation. And I have been in these places, and for a long time I would never admit that, but now that is a part of my story that I learned to detach the emotion from, but I learned how to tell it with power, with passion, and with purpose, to help anyone else that may be there or may feel like that situation defines you and prevents you from being something that you see other people achieving, and you think, oh, you can't be that person because you did this and this when 10 years ago, or you can't ever have real love because you've been in such shitty relationships your whole entire life, and who's going to love you? You have been programmed that way. So this is going to help you realize that it's a clean slate. Every day is a clean slate. Every moment is a now moment. So mindfulness is number 5. Mindfulness, using your 5 senses, and you could do this throughout your day. The more that you do these rituals throughout your day, and some of these rituals you're only going to do once, some of these rituals you are going to do for the rest of your life, and some of these rituals I want you to do them at least through this 30-day roadmap. And then if you hate them, you never have to go back to them. Reframe the word hate and say, I tried that ritual. It wasn't for me, but it did help me learn. Figure out ways to make any negative statement that comes out of your mouth a positive one. So, mindfulness, mindful play with your children, 30 minutes a day of mindful play will make such a big impact. And I am someone that personally has to work on this, because prior to jumping into this social space and prior to wanting a dream bigger than myself and wanting all of this vision, I was with my son constantly. We were walking, we were at the beach. There was never a problem with time spent, time well spent. And now, because I'm so passionate about getting past all of those learning curves, and I was just showing her, I literally built a blog from scratch today, a website from scratch today. Is it perfect? No, but it's perfectly for me. And it's going to get better and better. I am getting better and better every day. You are getting better and better every day. So there are things that you are going to start amazing yourself. And if you are in my space and you haven't tried to break a computer, if you haven't done a live training and the people can't hear you, you aren't even close to success yet. So you gotta suck it up and muck it up to ever move forward towards that success that you truly want in life. So don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. Who cares what other people think? Because the only judgment that matters is yours. And when you learn number 6, after mindfulness, number 5, taking those 5 senses, I see this beautiful camera showing this beautiful video to all of my successful social movement makers today, the day before New Year's Eve, baby. And I feel excited. I feel emotional. I feel happy. I I taste like I need some goodness in some quenching water. Some We just ordered some food. I I want you to use your senses. I smell, I smell, I smell the aroma of that food that's just entered into this house. And I hear all of you so engaged and so excited to start using these rituals. So just things like that. Say you go get a coffee and there's a woman next to you. You smell her perfume. You smell the coffee being made. You smell the muffins, the cookies, whatever it is that you need to do to use those five senses and really get into that now moment. Because once you learn that, you're just going to automatically find your now moment. So then we go into your next ritual, which I like to use in my now moments. And this is where Abraham Hicks, he opened my mind to this, where he does this 19-second ritual where you find a window or you find some type of quiet time to truly just be within your own self. No one, you're blocking everything out except for the emotion of feeling empowered, feeling guided, feeling gifted, feeling uplifted, feeling loved. Whatever words that you feel like you need most, my words I'll share with you whenever I get out of work, or if I step outside and I feel like the breeze, I say to myself, thank you for guiding me, thank you for uplifting me, thank you for loving me, thank you for inspiring me, thank you for helping me, thank you for showing me, thank you for being here for me, thank you for all of the goodness, all of the greatness, all of the magic and miracles in my day. And I just go through them, and I am talking to my higher self. I'm talking to my intuition that's guiding me. I'm talking to that higher being that guides me and brings me. I'm talking to now my father who I lost. And I am thankful and grateful that I'm being empowered and guided and led to show up tonight and do this video. So, taking as many times during the day to do that is another transformational ritual that will help life show up for you. And we go into taking these rituals, and then say, when's the last time you got your nails done, hair done, everything did? How's it go? Nails done, hair done, everything did. So it's been a while since I have had my nails done. So I just received a gift from my fiance to get my nails done. I finally got my hair cut, and I was totally not giving myself the love and attention that I needed. So when you're finding that this is something that's
so happy that you love your earrings.
And I love my earrings. Yes. So, and these are things. So, finding things, even if you're at home, putting on your favorite high heels and putting on that sexy dress just to lay around in it is something that can help you just find your own, that day that makes you feel special. Because when's the last time you focused on making you feel good? So whatever that is for you, putting on something, putting on special perfume, using, I spent a little extra money on some skin care, but those were things, yeah, just a little. So what is something that you could do that's not going
As long
to
as she likes it.
that's not going to, not help you pay the rent, but can feel abundance in yourself? You have to focus on you. As I shared in the beginning, self-love is the most important. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Let's take a moment and say, I love you. And I mean you. You tell yourself, I love you.
I love me.
I love me. I love you. I love you. I love you. And when you're doing live videos, before you do that live video, look right in that camera and be like, I love you. And it's going to feel funny. You're going to be like, what am I saying? But I love myself, and I love the people around me. And if you don't realize the simplicity of this, but you're going to start feeling these little things, like it's going to trigger you. And that's another thing that I want you to take note on. I just want you to get a little notebook. You can put it bedside. What are some of the things that really triggered you? Was it, you really trying to tell yourself that your big booty wasn't the booty that you wanted, but you're proud of your booty anyway? Because that was something that was hard for me. Like when this ritual was shared with me, oh, I love my arms, but I really didn't. But then I realized I am able to hug my family. I am able to lift and do things. And so they're not where they need to be, but it doesn't matter. So as long as you realize that there is transformation in your path and you know that it is possible, you have to love where you are now. So taking that mindfulness, taking that self-love, doing some power poses. So if I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you with my situation, but I'm going to try. So power poses is something that I didn't even think about. I love this camera. So power poses. Boom. I want you to get up with me. If you're watching this video right now, I want you to get up with me, or whenever you're watching it, and I want you to put your hands in the air. So right here, this is the Superwoman power pose. Look it up. Wave it like it just don't care. And I want you to stand like this daily. How silly is that? Daily. 10 seconds a day. Power pose. And then you could affirm. You could take this time to be mindful. You could take this time to use your senses. 10 seconds. Superwoman pose. Then you got this pose. Hands on the hip. Powerful. These are power poses, because when you see someone standing like this is a powerful stance. This is a powerful stance. You want using these power poses is just a simple success ritual that attracts power activity like your way. So say if you're someone that really doesn't feel powerful, if you're someone that feels like people don't take you seriously, this is a ritual that I want you to do, and get in front of that mirror. Power poses, power poses, power poses. You are powerful. Repeat after me. I am powerful. I am amazing. I am incredible. Do your power poses, do your affirmations, declare, affirm, and believe, and you will feel it. I know you will. And that was a fun ritual that was so simple to do. If you've noticed, each ritual that I'm sharing with you takes less than 2 minutes to do. And 30 days. 30 days. Yes, our son even does them. And this is something I'm very passionate about. And as I shared, I have one class made, affirmations for kids and gratitude for kids. And I will put the video in the event, taking this video and just, so for example, our son learned gratitude, but he didn't learn, okay, I gotta wake up, mom, and not talk to anyone and go into gratitude and find my 3 emotions for my 3 times that I'm happy about. No, your children aren't gonna do that. But what we did is we made it fun. So he goes, choo choo, I'm grateful for my mama. Choo choo, I'm grateful for my toys. Whatever he's grateful for, and he does a little train around the house, and then he's getting into instant movement. He's getting into instant boosting that vibration, bringing yourself into an alignment that takes you from sad, away from depressed, away from stress, up to bliss. And that's when manifestation or that after happens, when you start seeing, oh wow, when I started doing these awesome this awesome gratitude ritual, all of a sudden I found an extra $20 in my pocket. As we were setting up for my dad's wake, we found money in a card that was gifted years ago. So little things. and reprogramming. So, a ritual that I will share with you that involves feeling abundant and involves money is a tapping ritual. And when you tap into abundance, it means you tap into, so say that you are someone that feels like you're always focused on bills, you feel like you don't have enough money to pay your bills, that's all you can think about. So if that is someone that you can resonate with, you need to tap out of that feeling and into abundance. So you'll literally be tapping and saying, I have no money, I am broke, I am stressed, I am sad. Why did I do this? I'm in so much debt. And you go through it. I have a tapping routine. I have a tapping script that will help you. And then at the end of that tapping script, all of a sudden you're saying, but I'm going to be okay. Life is going to work out for me. I can learn to fix my credit. I can learn to teach other people. I am abundant. I have money coming to me. I'm a money magnet. Money loves me and I love money. So this is a real tapping rituals are a real EFT, is a real, like doctors use it, psychiatrists use it. People need these rituals in life to move past traumatic experiences. To I met a woman who truly could not say that she deserved to earn money. So as silly as some of these things may sound to my friends or my family, there are people, and you may be one of them, that cannot say right now, you are deserving of money, you are deserving of love, that you are beautiful, because you are all those things. And I don't want you to be upset with yourself if you aren't able to say that, but I want you to take ritual number 10, self awareness, and truly admit that you have issues, blocks, some of these things are resonating with you that you need to work on. So, how do we be more self aware? How do we be less judgmental? How many people have you judged today? How many people were you like, oh my God, that girl is wearing those shoes with that shirt and her hair looks like crazy? I want you to not do that. I want you to just live in your own envision and not judge others. What others do with their lives, what others do with their relationships, what others do with what they say, who they are, what they want, what they don't want, their desires in life is none of your business. It's none of your friend's business. So the detox of judgment, it's a hard thing, especially for women, because women are gossip queens, women are judgmental. Individuals judge all the time. You look at someone and they're driving a car that is run down, and you automatically may judge that person and say that person's a loser. I don't want no scrubs. Like, we are programmed to these things all of our lives, and these are things that we have to block ourselves from, because like I shared, it's a clean slate. Every now moment is a clean slate. So put that on your ritual list, because we're going to dive deep into every single one of these as we go into this 30-day roadmap. This is a free 30-day roadmap, but the 12-step creative that is inside this event, I am only asking $100 for to share with you the 12 steps that helped me go from someone that was given a diagnosis of PTSD, depression, put on medication, and went from someone that was 60 pounds overweight to this individual in front of you right now sharing with you rituals that changed my life. It is it is a part of my story, and a lot of people, maybe you, can't say that yet. I was not able to say those things. I have no emotion to it anymore. It is a part of my story that will help other people realize that if you had something worse happen to you or something not as bad happen to you, you are a victor, not a victim. Do not be a victim. Please step out of victimhood and step into victory. Number 12, step into victory, because if you live in victimhood, you will never find your victory. And if you cannot admit that you are being a victim, I was being a victim, I was a huge victim, you will find yourself feeling stuck. You will find yourself repeating the same old thing, just a different day, month, and year. So I want you to affirm right now and declare, write it on your notebooks. I refuse to be a victim. I am a victor. I refuse to look back in my past with emotion. I refuse to stress about the future and cause anxiety. I live today in my now moment, and I can make an impact on my own life. And if I choose, I can make a bigger impact on the lives of others, because not everyone has the same goals, not everyone has the same vision, not everyone wants to step on stage, not everyone wants to get in front of a camera and share these rituals, but some people have that power, have that purpose, and they are in victimhood. They are scared to do so. And I want to encourage and empower any one of you that has ever thought of it, but because of something that your circumstance told you you couldn't do within your own head, is saying, oh, I can't do that because of this. I want you to nip that right now, tonight, or whenever you watch this video. And I want you to share this video out, because the mindset shift that you need to take in order to make 2020 and the next decade the best years of your life is critical and vital for anything that you truly want to accomplish. Whether it be something small like buying your first car, house, and I mean, those are big things, but they're small for a lot of other people. So, whatever those things are for you, we're going to move on to number 14 and 15. 50 desires. So, when's the last time you truly wrote down or even thought about, what are 50 things that I want? What are 50 things that I desire for? Do you, and you're probably going to say, oh, I don't need 50 things. I want you to go extreme. I want you, because you're going to run out at like 10. And then I want you to go overboard. I want you, so we're going to say, I want to live in my dream home. This is a desire of mine. I want to live in a dream home on the lake with a treehouse, fire pit, hammock, wraparound porch, and a pet dog named Smilo, and I wave to the neighbor every day. This is a vision that I have. I want to be a transformational speaker and an author. I want to share my gifts of past trauma turned into future triumphs that transform my life with other. I want to help people find their wellness solution that brings that confidence in and helps them feel their best selves. I want to have unlimited financial security where I feel so stable and so secure when it comes to money. It is just not an issue in my life. And I want you to repeat after me. I love money. Money loves me. I am a money magnet. Money is coming to me, hands up in the air. I am receiving, I am receiving, I am receiving. Every time you see money transactions, every time You see money anywhere, money anywhere, money anywhere. You take that time, no one's noticing you. Put your hands in the air and say, I am receiving, I am receiving, I'm receiving, I'm a money magnet. You don't have to say them out loud. You just say them in your head. I like to say them out loud. I'll be driving home. I bump the music. I'm receiving, I'm receiving, I'm receiving. I'm a money magnet. I'm abundance. I want you to try it. I want you to try it. And that will also take you from stress, depressed, mad, content, happy, bliss, joy. And there's several other emotions within this scale, but I'm just throwing a few out there. And as I shared, you're not going to go from mourning or depressed to bliss. It's, you can't do that unless it's something silly that you think you're depressed about. But if you're truly depressed, I don't want you to think that I got to get to bliss, because that is called, Gabrielle Bernstein showed me, it's called like macro manifesting, and that is why you're not really attracting that real life. And if manifesting is a word that doesn't make sense to you, just think of it as life showing up for you the way you want, the way you show up in life. So when it comes to money, we're going to also focus on, I want you to identify two things that have happened to you in your childhood that have that have caused you to feel funny around money. Feel funny around money, honey. So, two things that I think truly affected me when it comes to money, well, that I know. One was that my dad worked three jobs, and even in high school or like as early as I can remember, I would take my weekends and I would help him work. I barely saw him, and I didn't realize until we were older and he would share that with me, that he felt like he missed out on things. And as life has flown by, I realized that I always worked two jobs. Since I moved out at 18, I always had two jobs. I've always been a workaholic. And even now, as a nurse and as someone that is on the social marketing space, sharing self-discovery, sharing digital courses, really having a passion for all of this, I am a workaholic. And believe me, I take my time to sleep, I take my time to rest, but I definitely could take more me time out in life. And I think seeing my dad work three jobs, I always felt that in order to be successful or order to be financially secure, and we were far from financially secure, we grew up very, we were not wealthy, you know, like Christmas was not like Christmas is for my son. And I grew up with a mother that wasn't feeling abundant. She kept money very hidden and very close to her. And a second, it's a statement that my dad had shared with me. And for a long time, I thought it was a power statement. But now, as I get older and I look back at this statement, and I'm, I appreciate the statement very much, because he made me so strong and was able to take care of myself. But he made sure that he said this to me. He said, never rely on anyone but yourself. And so I didn't. I never relied on anyone but myself. I never even relied on my own parents. As I shared, I put myself into nursing school. I never asked them for anything. And that is not, that is not life. It is okay to ask someone for a favor when you need it. It is okay to have someone in your life that you can rely on, because in life, it's going to hit us. It's going to hit us from all directions. And if you only have yourself to rely on and you're feeling sad, depressed, and you can't get up to bliss like that, how are you ever going to push through and show up in life the way you want life to show up for you? So, although it made me strong, it also led me to support other individuals at a very young age. It led me to attract girlfriends that were they weren't working. It was just, it was chaos. And now I realize that I can rely on people. I can't rely on just anyone, but I have people and I have the right, and I should surround myself with people that make more money than me, that people have bigger visions than me, that people that have accomplished more than me, because I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I don't want to be the person that has made the most, that has done the most, that wants the most. And I don't want you to want those things either. You got to get yourself around people that are making a lot of money. You got to get yourself that are making a lot of impact, because money is just energy. It is just paper, and what you do with that paper is you can change and transform and create and design so many incredible moments and awesome experiences. So bring that energy of money, and I will share with you number 20. Pick a day of the week. We call it Wealth Wednesday within a group that I'm a part of, Rank Makers. But pick a day of the week to give any amount of money. It could be a quarter, it could be $1, it could be 5, 20, 100. Someone that does not know you, someone that will not know that you gave it, someone that you will never possibly most likely see them again, because that defeats the whole purpose, because then guilt comes in. This is a selfish act. You are doing this for your selfish feeling of abundance. And yes, you are doing a good deed, but for example, sending the firehouse pizza, the sending nurses, such as myself, coffee with a card, nobody knows where you got it from, sending, putting money in diaper boxes is something that a lot of individuals in this community have decided to do. And it actually hit the newspapers in Australia, where people put it, they wrote an article because they were finding so many stores that people were opening diaper boxes and there was $100 bills in there. And I'm not telling you to give $100 bills, but I am telling you, if you are someone that is currently struggling with money, you're in debt, you focus on money all the time, you feel lack, it is very important to do this ritual. It is one of the most important rituals that you doing when it comes to attracting money and having a strong money mindset, because that reprogramming needs to start. There is a reason why you don't have the money you want in your life, and this ritual will help you. Just as you do these, start 21, looking for the miracles in your day. This is a favorite one of mine. So, what do you mean, Janae? Look for the miracles in my day. That sounds so corny. No, it's not corny. Is this my miracle today? Is you jumping on this video for 5 minutes? Was that my miracle today? Was that smile my miracle today? Was that was that nice comment my miracle today? Was my first breath, my kiss from my son, his little cute voice, was that miracle today? And then all of a sudden, more and more miracles that have already been there. They've always been there. You may be someone that says nothing good happens to me. I don't have anything happening good for me. And then all of a sudden you take the time to say, wow, I just received something incredible, and it feels like a miracle. It's a miracle. There are so many around you, and I will share that I am someone that never won anything in my life except for a Venus flytrap in grammar school, as silly as that sounds. And in the last 3 years, I won a cruise for two. I won a trip to Vegas. I won an event ticket to the Eric Worre Go Pro show. I won a VIP ticket to a 8-figure earner rank maker event at two of the we went to two resorts, with one with the rank makers, one with the PGA. we attracted at that event, we attracted a free hotel stay. There are so many things that I have attracted that have money value, energy value, people value, abundant value to it, because I do these rituals. And I notice when I lack on the rituals, I lack on the abundant miracles coming my way. So this is my refresher, and this is, maybe some of these things are things you've heard, but I really encourage you to take action on them, because this is free content. This is nothing that I'm charging you for. And then if you want to work with me and you want to have resources and tools and guides and meditations, as I'm going to go into 21 through 25, starting your day with a powerful way. So I have clearing rituals. A clearing ritual that you could do anytime, anywhere is called Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian clearing ritual. It's the most simple one you will ever do. It may not make sense at first, and I have documentation and paperwork on everything, like written down. If you're someone that likes to read, if you're someone that needs that in order to make that move, in order to enjoy that content more, in order to understand it, I have those things. So that's why I'm offering this $100 mastermind that is inclusive with a 12-day step-by-step guide, as I shared, and I will dive deeper with you tomorrow. And on the second, we're going to start. So you have from now until the second to take action on the $100 value. After that, it goes up to a 197 value. You still get a year access of Powerful Creations monthly coaching. The first 10 people will get one-on-one coaching weekly with me, clarity coaching, clearing rituals, clarity calls, all of the resources that I have access to. The first 10 people will have access to as well. And when I tell you that this is more important than learning how to build a blog, however, I am living proof that I can help you do so. This is more important than learning how to market and do a live video, which I could help you with too. This is your first step if you haven't done these things yet. And for $100, and for the value that I will bring to your life, and these resources and tools and incredible people that have brought them to my life, if you don't see the value in that, then it's not for you. But if you it is for you, if you are someone that is feeling lack, if you are someone that doesn't feel powerful in your now moments, if you're someone that has forgotten about the miracles and has not found that money access, that feeling, that belief, that doesn't have a vision. So I really encourage anyone that has not had access to this type of training, to these type of tools, because when I tell you I have everything, I have everything, and I'm truly excited to share it with you. This is my way of gifting back over my last 3 years of extreme and incredible mentors that have poured into me. And believe me, I've invested a lot, and I don't care about that investment, because I know in just a few years I will be financially free. I will be financially secure. I will have all those things I desire to have, because number 24, the 5-step framework that you need. Number 1, knowing what you don't want physically, mentally, spiritually, getting really clear about it. Number 2, knowing what you do want mentally, physically, spiritually, getting really clear on it, like so clear that no one can laugh it off. No one could ever break you down. No matter what anyone says, you know. And once you learn what you don't want, you don't think about those things anymore. We write them down. We write ourselves a forgiveness letter. So when I did the forgiveness letter ritual, it was like 3 pages long. I had to forgive myself for a lot of things. I had to forgive myself for putting in a lot of situations. So we dive deeper into the course on how to really frame your forgiveness letter. But if you decide to not take action, write yourself a forgiveness letter on things that you are still bothered by, maybe decisions you made that you feel like have affected your life. Because let me tell you, there's no going back, there's no time machine. So, forgiveness letter, write it out, all the things. You forgive yourself for dating that asshole, you forgive yourself for stealing that money, you forgive yourself for doing whatever it is that you need to forgive yourself for. Let it go, let it live, and let it be. And once you're done, I want you to read that letter clearly, loudly, proudly, and I want you to take the time to say, I forgive myself. And then, guess what, people? We're destroying that letter. We, whatever way you need to destroy it, we gotta burn it up. We gotta rip it up. We gotta float it in the wind, throw it in the water, get rid of that letter, and don't think about it ever again unless you share the story with someone else on how they can do the same. Got it? Got it? Good. So, forgiveness letter, forgiveness letter, forgiveness letter. Taking that into consideration, going into taking a personality test, which I will share the link in order to do so. However, within the course that I created, it's a live course, and I dive deeper into the different personality types, but there is a free link, a free resource. However, when I started the program, the first thing that I did was figure out what my personality type was. I am a pure blue. I think I was like 1 point off from being like 100% blue, which is a healer, which is someone that lives for other people, that doesn't always put themselves first, that is emotional, that tends to get depressed, but then also is very passionate. And every everybody has a little bit of everything in them, but everybody has something more prominent. There's analytical, there's people that are more joyful, and there's people that are red. They are powerful leader. That's their mind, that's where they are. And then there's the combination. We all have a little bit of it all. So, with that personality ritual that I want you to do, I want you to take the test and I want you to share in the group. We have 30 days, so relax. You don't have to do all these rituals tonight. This is a daily thing. You pick each ritual, and in the 40-minute video that you can access, each ritual that you do is a 1 day thing, and then you write a little blurb about it. If you can, I will admit that this is something that I'm going to be doing with you. Journaling every day. I used to do this every single day, taking a notebook, or even taking the time to get something a little fancy, a little pretty, and writing these affirmations down, writing your goals down, your SMART goals, your specific, your measurable, your attainable, your time. These are all things that can be more powerful when written down. Even like they say in network marketing, if you actually like write people's names down instead of just thinking about them, calling them, it's more powerful. It's an attraction factor that really works. So I do encourage you to get a notebook and write these things down. Write your feelings, rate your feelings 1 through 10. If you're feeling a 1 right now, how you can schedule a free clearing call with me so that I can help you get to a 6, get you to a 10, get you to a 3, whatever that may be. Because it's not rocket science to do these things, but you have to learn how to do them in order to share them. And the reason why I am sharing this for free, content that cost me lots of time and lots of dedication, who cares about the money? It is something that the more that you spread the love on, the better this world will be. And if you want to become recession proof, if you want to become someone that is abundant in all areas of their life, that is inspiring, that does make a difference in all aspects, these are rituals that are going to truly transform and co create and align yourself with who you're meant to be with as you boost all of those feelings. You add that gratitude and then you take action daily. Whatever, it could be one action step, it's taking action. This is me taking action, taking the time to finally share this. I already had made this about a year ago, but now learning about this more and more, I have more clarity on it. I don't have any notes. I'm sharing all of this with you out of my own mind and with confidence that it is valuable to those that need it most. So, taking action. And I'm going to wrap it up with these two last rituals. And I want to encourage anyone that is in to marketing. I have a launch your movement masterpiece. It is 197, and when you take action with the mindset masterpiece, you pay two payments of you pay a payment of 197, and then you pay a payment of $47, and you get both. So that's just something to think about. In the Launch Your Movement Masterpiece, you have access to not only the mindset and the money reprogramming and the finding your confidence and your self-love, which, like I said, is priority in my opinion. You also will have access to how to clean up your social media profiles, why it's important to delete, how to communicate appropriately, how to post with power, who you should be following, why you should follow them, shiny objects, what to avoid. I go deep into attraction marketing. I go deep into how to set up basic many chats, business pages, Facebook groups, things that when you have set up, people start looking at you as a micro influencer. I'm talking to you as a micro influencer to another micro influencer. You deserve this if this is what you want. And if you keep on slacking and putting it off and not realizing that you have to learn the skills and then you have to implement the skills, and if it's really taking you too much time, there's people such as myself, or if you work better with someone else, find that person that can help you get to where you need to be to have the basic setup. Because as long as you have a way for people to pay you for your services, a way for you to add free value daily, and a way for you to really follow your dreams, daring to dream bigger and really taking action on them, you are in a good space. And number 30, we are going to wrap it up on day 30, and that's going to be 1 month into 2020. And we are going to reflect and we are going to say to ourselves, truly, how different have I become? And what am I dedicating 5 things to do? Are you going to become a believer? Because I will tell you, if you don't have some belief in a higher being, whether it be your own self, this will not work. And if you don't share this with other people and spread awareness on what you're excited about, this will not work. So I want you to ignite that light tonight. I want you to start spreading it. I want you to share the heck out of this event. And I want to show you briefly how I plan on taking you on a journey that I don't think anyone else has created in a very long time. So right here is the 5-day clarity challenge that I created for all of you. You can get it right here. I will share it in the group. And I really want to encourage you because I give the first 2 modules of the 12-step course for free. In this, I don't dive deep into it, but I give you the resources. So, I mean, if you are truly, stop share. If you are truly looking for clarity and what the heck clearing rituals are all about, I do believe that it will be helpful for you. I want to give you a quick look at what I'm talking about when it comes to the mindset course. It's very cheap price that I went down for. So it is the Mindset Masterpiece. It's a live exclusive and clarity guide mastermind. I am certified in self-discovery, and it is like a certificate clinic because I'm taking you on the same path I went on for over the last 2 years. So you have a 12 module clinic, a self-improvement certificate curriculum. You have a clarity package bonus. It's going to include 60 days of weekly live implementation Zooms for the first 10 individuals that take action. Everybody will have a monthly Zoom. The first 10 have weekly ones. And we will have group breakout rooms within the Zoom. We also have a mastermind. It's jam packed with value. You can get lost in there. It has a launch formula, it has a personality test and how to take action on what that personality test means for you. It has meditations. You will never have to search for a self development tool again. You will never have to search for an Audible again. It's all in there. A master class, they're all there. I know people say these things, but what do you have to lose? It's truly there, $100. So, and then as I shared, you have lifetime access to all of what we do live on money mastery, tapping into abundance, the awareness, the self love, the self development, the manifesting miracles, the clearing rituals, learning meditation. I am no meditation guru, but I love listening to inspirational, powerful audios, and I hope that you can learn to love it too because it is something that has helped me become such a better person. And I just want to show you quickly. We'll share from here. Hold on. Stop share. And then I want to show you what I made possible as somebody without a lot of tech skills. So is it in this one? Or is it in this one? I'm pretty sure that's in this one. Let me. Okay. Here it is. Okay. So I just created from scratch with, seriously, people. So what I've learned is it's very powerful to have your own place to host your content. So if you come over here to Janae Marie successfulsolutions.com, Successfully Social Masterpiece, your 30-day roadmap and success ritual routine proven for transformational successful breakthroughs. Let's transform your past trauma into a future of triumphs. You're going to simply access your ritual tickets here, which will bring you to the event that you are watching me now. And then here is a let's start that's going to bring you to a clarity challenge. Here you will have access to taking a look at the class that's available. And here is a nice article that I designed for you. And then here, or is it here? Or is it here? I'm super pumped about this. I shared this in the event. So, and I created this. So these are things that when you join the Launcher Movement Masterpiece is what you will learn to do. So if this is something that you want to create, this is a course for you. Let me show you how to supercharge your success routine daily with social success rituals and strategies that work. I've helped transform and create past traumas into their future triumphs. Access mindset. And this is where the course is. I'll show you how to make checkout funnels. I do have a class that shows you how to make a course. Watch for the limited time. This is your free video. Or no, this one's the event. So this is the event. And this is the mastermind. And this is your free video for joining all of this. You get your guide here, and it's going to take you to what I was charging $47 for. It's a 40-minute video.
Welcome to your masterclass in abundance and manifestation miracles and how you can start attracting the life of your true desires.
As you can see, I have worked my butt off to get this content out to you. Welcome to Successfully Social Solutions, a little jazzy from the Perfectly You Solutions. We're going to mix them together and we're going to see what we get. And I truly welcome anyone that is ready to take on a new mindset, a new money mindset, a new way to launch your life, launch your movement, and get real clarity. I am looking forward to working with you. I am looking forward to helping you find that confidence, baby. Get that super power feeling and become a powerful creator, because what you will learn from me is much smaller than what you will be able to do for others after you learn it. So like the power of teaching and the power of sharing and the power of spreading awareness is so big and so important, especially in the world we live in today. And I really want you to take action. I really want you to share it with your friends, share it with your children, share it with those people that need it most. And join me on Monday. I might do some sneak peeks throughout the week, but join me next Monday at 7 p.m. as we dive deeper into the roadmap. And those of you that take action, I will see you on January 2nd. Bonuses galore, lots of fun. And I cannot wait for you to become your best version of yourself and the powerful creator that you have been waiting and finally on the journey with a vision to create. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. First thing in the morning, that is your first ritual. Don't focus on anything else except for how to get grateful for your now moments. We're signing off. Success with Social Movements with Janae Marie is peace and out.